Von Savage Media. Von Savage Media.
Yo, previously on Keep It P podcast, we did an article where they solidified Kamala Harris as an Indian woman. I present to you Exhibit A, right? They're talking about how Indians broke free from the Democrats. But right over here, there's a lot of fighting over why Harris lost, but everyone seems to avoid this explanation. It wasn't fascism loving felons who voted and couldn't trust, it was the black woman. Dun, dun,
Mm.
dun. So now, because she lost, she's black. And if that's the picture they put up to make her look more blacker, shame on you guys. Shame on you.
Shame.
That's what you got for her looking black? Okay.
She looks awfully curryish right there to me.
Excuse me, guys. It says that watching Kamala Harris run for president against Donald Trump felt like watching the world's most difficult game of Frogger. He dodged commitment to irrationality and ugliness, and the loyalty it inspired in his followers was the incandescent traffic of cars, the river logs, and the Harris campaign had to duck and dodge to avoid them. Whoever wrote this article, that
Fam,
was terrible.
I was just getting ready to save you, P. Like, fam, that was terrible.
You could have summed up the Frogger analogy a lot better than that.
Way back. That was horrible, fam. It was a tragic. It was hard to listen to. It was a lot of twists and turns and word salad that I got so full on that I had to barf.
Right. We knew that it would take strategy, organization, financial support to make it to the other side intact. Harris had all those things, despite the fact that she entered the race at the 11th hour as if she were. Well, let's stop there. She had. no- She had no strategy.
No strategy, no
She
platform.
none of that was organized. If you call doing a couple concerts organization, then that's where you lost right there.
Let me guess. That was her being black, huh?
Right. Harris had all those things despite the fact that she entered the race at the 11th hour as if she was proverbially starting the game on her last life.
You
No.
still talking about Frogger, cuz?
Yeah, he's stretching that out.
Golly. Can we move on from Frogger, or is this the
No,
Frogger
it's not done.
article?
No, it's not done.
Revised Frogger presidential edition.
It's not done. Still in the wee hours of Wednesday morning, news broke that Harris had become Frogger roadkill.
We're still on Frog. You're not clever with the Frogger, okay? It sucked. It's horrible.
The loss and the loss was so stunning that it felt like game over for the long held dream she had so many. The sad truth is it feels pretty clear that we just lost our only chance of ever having a black woman as president. No, we never had a chance.
You know what you made me feel like? I want some frog legs now. That's all. I want frog legs.
I
with
feel
curry
you.
powder.
I need something. Like I don't know what the heck
And
these
what black
people.
woman?
And
We
they
still
still
ain't had no black man, and we still didn't have no black woman.
is they still
Boom.
trying to convince us. They still trying to tell us what we don't what we don't know. Like you just don't know she black now. I'm trying to tell y'all.
And that was your only chance, because now it's over.
Forget competent and qualified, which she is not. Our electoral certainly has. No woman has ever as primed to win the big prize as sitting vice president is not well. She was a whack vice president. It wasn't like she was a whack a vice president out here making moves, starting initiatives, new food pro. Michelle Obama did more as first lady than she did as vice president.
Let's just be honest.
Way
Let's just be
more.
honest. When asked, you said no. So we already knew
Right.
you weren't gonna do nothing. You told us you weren't gonna do nothing then, and you said you weren't gonna do nothing now. We told you then you backpedaled and said, I'm gonna give y'all some weed and some crypto.
You take the crypto now. It's not just that she comparatively more sane than the other opponent. Here they go.
I mean, I could agree with that.
Nah. Mm-mm.
On sanity, just strictly sanity. Not
I
not not
listen.
not intelligence, not nothing else. Insanity, just what sanity, fam.
Okay. All right. Okay. Because when I think about that, I think about doing things over and over and expecting different results. But that's actually just got crushed because Cuz won. He did exactly what he wanted to do and still won.
Over and
So
over
so was he insane though?
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
I don't think so.
I don't
You
know. He did the
yeah,
same
yeah, you
thing
can't
over
be
and over
insane
and over again. Didn't change his strategy. Still wrote it out and just.
and
Or is that
won.
a case of if it ain't broke, don't fix it?
Yeah. He said, okay, that's debatable. It's just not it said it goes on to say they always about the opponent, but not to mention less offensive and willing to charm voters by going on podcasts like Call Her Daddy. It's not just Call
Hold
Her
on,
Daddy.
no. That's offensive in itself. Call her daddy. Uh, I wouldn't even want to watch or look at or hear no podcast about calling a her a daddy.
That's not
And
that's
don't
slick
act
Patty.
like you did it for free. You paid $1 million to do that.
Uh, mm. It's not just that she lacked the 1990 political baggage that plagued Hillary Clinton's campaign. Well, she had her own baggage from being a prosecutor. And this article is stupid.
And don't forget being a slut box for Montel.
Right. Yes.
I
Walking
mean,
around
let's not,
with
you
a
was on the leash, cuz.
leash. Right. Let's not forget that. It's not that she was just running against an unhinged, demonic, who famously already presided over this nation during the uniquely chaotic time in America. No, it wasn't. Wasn't no wars or nothing. Everybody was balling. What are you talking about?
They talking about the pandemic, sir.
Even then, we were straight. I was working from home. I got a couple
I
little
mean, some
1,200.
folks were straighter than others.
Yeah, I was straight.
You know,
Anyway,
like for instance, still in AZ, we could shake and bake if we wanted to. You
right.
know what I'm saying? Now,
But black people, for the most part, was straight. There was other
oh,
people that didn't.
because of our resilience,
Yeah,
we already live like it's the pandemic.
right. What is like? Yes, yes.
So whether there's a real one or a fake one, or we already live like
We
that, so
Gucci.
we're
We
not
Gucci.
tripping. We know how
Yeah,
to.
we Gucci.
We can what's that pivot?
Yeah, we Strizay. Anyway, see, and this is what I don't like. They talking all. None of that had nothing to do with why she lost. She lost because she thought she was gonna play in the base's face, aka the black community.
Community.
You thought you was about we saw y'all give everything to everybody else, and then when we asked for something, y'all I don't get it. I don't do.
No.
Holla at me next week. Oh, we got this other stuff to take care of now. And then that's what happened to y'all because enough of us did not show up. We don't need everybody, but we got a critical mass of on code people who said, you know what? I'm finna write something else on the ballot. You know what? I'm finna sit at the crib.
D's nuts 2024, including couch 2024.
And that's what happened. It says when faced with options of chaos, greed, and anger, or relative common sense, the kind wielded by a competent, qualified black woman, voters overwhelmingly chose the former. It wasn't the so
Let's not forget about the place
it.
that the new black media played. Y'all was listening, not just the black people. No. Some of them Indian Americans, you was listening to the new black media. So you tethers, you was listening to the new black media. You white women, you was listening to the new black media. You know how I know? You know how I know? Because you've been using some of our talking points. Insurrection Barbie.
Right.
Yeah. Juanita. Huh? Juanita?
Huh.
You've been using our language, our lingo, our verbiage.
Hey,
Yeah,
this
with your
was
word salad. Yeah, you've been using our instilling and pillaging our vocabulary. So we know you're checking in. We know you listening. And shout out to New Black Media for the role they played.
that's right. It said it wasn't the fascism loving guy who spurred an insurrection whom they couldn't trust. It was the black woman. Who's black though?
You talking about Mrs. Curry Paste?
One of Harris's biggest weapons in the race was her membership in the Alpha Kappa Alpha, the sorority she pledged as a student at a historically black college. And Howard University is particularly tenacious black community that moves mountains and breaks barriers and looks good doing it.
That's what made her black right there.
That's
Boom. That's her blackness. They just told you her black lineage right there. That's her lineage. That's it.
it was a sage black wisdom that the devil works hard, but AKA's hard work works harder. Harris's experience and political savvy, formed by one of the most influential of the Divine Nine black sororities and fraternities governed by the National Pan
Did you
Hellenic.
just hear them? They just told you that's when it was formed. That's when her blackness was formed. They just told you that. They just told you the moment Kamala turned black. They just told you when her the sage blackness and it formed. It was formed in
Uh,
them years.
dude, that's what they said. They said that the National Pan Hellenic Council is a large part of why many black constituents felt confident that Harris could be the one to pull this off. No, it wasn't enough of y'all.
It
It
wasn't.
wasn't
I'm
enough of
saying they
y'all.
didn't feel as confident in what you saying.
And yeah, and you stop thinking that because they're a sorority that they're not black. See, you see how it's like a distinction, like their sorority, they're not regular black like other blacks, the blacks. They're sororities, but they're actually black too. And you know what? Just like with any organization, they can see when they got fake members.
They got they black Greeks.
So they supposed to, like, you know what I'm saying? That, you know what I mean? That's just it's interesting how they're painting this. But it says the ladies at Alpha Kappa Alpha have different ethnos than the rest of the Divine Nine. More than any other history, black sororities, the AKA, are focused on increasing and preserving black social stature, as it was worded in the five basic tenets. There's a lot under the tip of that iceberg. Most historically black Greek organizations have proposed statements that include the focus on economic growth, but AKAs refers to social stature. It is slightly different. It's not just about leadership, status, wealth, or power. It's also about appearance, politeness, and respectability, a historical for Black people that involves making one's self or one's presence adjacent to whiteness.
Mm. So you got to. So if you care about manners, if you care about being polite and respectable, You, sir, are trying to be white. That's what they just said. And out of the nine, out of the divine nine, only the AKAs care about that. That's what they just said.
Dang, I know a AKA. And when I was like, dang, it makes sense now. Um, Etiquette and presentability are performance for anyone, but they are concepts created by defined, create. But are they concepts created and defined by white people in this country? For many upward mobility Black
No,
Americans,
why would that be true? Why what so if you want any respectability, if you practice etiquette, if you have manners, you're white? You gotta be white?
they're saying that they're defined by white people in this country. For me,
How?
for many,
You didn't even know how to do it. So how do you define it?
when we
When
bought
you didn't
civil,
know how to do it, we taught you how to do it. You
clean,
weren't
wipe your
cleaning your
butt,
buns.
right, all that. Wasn't even taking baths.
Come on, fam. So now how do you
Look,
define
don't
it?
even use washcloths right now.
Come, once a week showers.
Right now.
Right now, it's funky.
I done heard all type of podcasts. Like, can I just be real with you guys, man? I just want to let it out. Like, I
Hold
don't
on, they
show.
got body deodorant. What is body deodorant?
Axe, is that what Axe is?
I'm talking about they got like roll-ons, fam, and creams and wipes. Like you can wipe. Yeah, you ain't got time to take a shower. Just go ahead and put some of this on in your privacies and on your armpits and your elbow grease, wherever you need, and your belly button jam. You between your toes. I mean, just put some of this stuff right there. Don't take a shower. Just use this.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, fam. Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, it's crazy.
I didn't know that.
Yes, they got body deodorant, P.
Wow. It's so it goes on to say for many upward mobile Black Americans, getting white approval is still necessary for success. Thus, it's unsurprising that the AKAs have a long-standing reputation for having predominantly lighter skinned women in their ranks for showcasing silk pressed hairstyles over natural curls. The double-edged sword of achieving powerful social status as a marginalized person in American society is the assimilation necessary to accomplishment. Rest assured, no one fit this bill more than Kamala Harris. Dude, wait a minute. This person writing the article, first of all, it's like they totally ruined it with the Frogger. Okay.
Killed it with the Frogger.
You're the way you're writing this, you know you're not helping Kamala Harris, right?
Right.
Like, you're saying that she joined the fraternity that tries to act the whitest, but is Black because she was trying to be Black while still maintaining her Indianness? And everybody was going to like her more because she's actually not Black, which is what they trying to be. So it's not a secret why she would be a top member in that sorority that go for the high yellow mixed chicks.
Right. So the more wise ones, because y'all care about appearance and
Exactly.
sociability, and so
Exactly.
you have to
And
be more white in appearance to be respectable, to be
and
considered respectable.
and nobody fit that bill more than Kamala Harris. Well, then y'all just told us that it's the trickery.
The trick bag
You just told us that.
right now.
And they just prove she's not Black at all.
At all.
To put it bluntly, if Harris was considered too Black to be our first Black female president, which she's not, then well, I suppose there goes that dream. Oh my God. So you're trying to say that the only chance that we can get a Black
Yeah.
president is if they look a little white.
Period.
Mm.
You act white, talk
Wow.
white,
Wow.
Try to
Wow.
appease the white people.
Wow. She looked the part in pantsuits and pearls, a signature aka sorority's accessory. She acted the part even in college. She was known as C3 for being cool, calm, and collected. Nah,
Hold on.
I
Do
don't
you
think.
hear them keep saying she acted? Not
No,
she lived, she was, this was her.
no.
She acted.
And I bet you that C3 stands for something else. She can make you do it 3 times, boy.
Straight up.
Allegedly.
That's what
She
she was known
refused.
for.
She
Go
refused to
on.
make her
Go on.
identity as a black South American central to the campaign after seeing what running on identity had done for Clinton just 8 years ago. What do you mean?
What identity did she run on?
She can't run on any other identity. What are you talking about? Person?
I don't. She's a white woman. That's it.
Eh. While maintaining an extremely controlled image, Harris was also widely qualified, having served as vice president, U.S. senator, and attorney general for California. No, she wasn't. No, she wasn't. This is who did this? Let me go back to the
I'm
top.
saying she was qualified, not for us though. So
Not
that makes you
who is
unqualified.
Nadiri Jeff G Gaffey? Was this Gaffey? Nadira Gaffey? Let me Google
He's
this
probably
person.
related to the one who wrote the part one about
Boom.
the
Here we go.
Indian Americans.
Boom. There you go. That's who it is. Some ambiguous something person. You don't know. She Latinx, Caribbean, Jamaican, Senegalese, she Aromo. You don't know what she is. Let me see. What she got a little. Who is it? Let me see if she got a little breakdown. A culture writer. She's a culture writer. What culture? Wow. She's a culture writer. What culture? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. Let me see. Seen as let me see. As seen in she writes all over. Slate, Yahoo. This is the one that did that
So she's a
Frogger.
freelance.
So you're the Frogger? This I so I could write articles then if that's what you're doing. If she writing articles, I can do that, man. Listen, I ain't gonna hold you. But I'm emoji for just go
Hey,
to
hold on. Let me show you this body deodorant real quick. We're
no,
gonna have
no,
to do an article on this, P.
no,
I
no,
didn't know
no.
people didn't know, fam. I'm like, hold on, fam.
You know, fam.
First of its kind whole body deodorant. It's called Lumi.
Oh no. Oh no.
Fair use.
Hi, I'm Dr. Shannon Klingman, founder and CEO of Lumi, the aluminum-free deodorant for everyone's
Ain't that
everything.
like the
So why am I
raw
hanging
video,
out between
fam?
these stirrups? This is where Lumi was born. Lumi is a premium whole-body deodorant made with ingredients that are clinically proven to control
Don't try to
odor
show
for
somebody
72
dark
hours.
skinned.
Right.
Lumi is powerful enough for the toughest odors, yet gentle enough for your most sensitive skin,
Ugh.
from the pits to the balls of your feet. Try Lumi today and experience the difference everywhere.
So this is in place of taking a shower, P.
Like, yeah, like if your feet stink, why don't you just wash them?
Why don't you just wash them, P? No, put this lotion on that's really a deodorant to mask your funk.
Why is she between some thighs like that? Subscribe for the vibes, like for the spike, comment your comments, share if you care about getting black empowerment everywhere. Please do that on the platforms that we own, Jones. And just to bring it on home, I got love, peace, blessings, and Maloha. I'm out the Doha for Shoha. You already know. Yickety.
Von Savage Media.
The
Von Savage Media.